You read the comments.
I told you not to read the comments.
I read the comments.
Our inward neighbor, that's Arlene over here, lives in a rent-stabilized apartment and was recently profiled in the New York Times real estate section.
The story was so popular that the Times reposted it 6 times
7.
on Facebook. These posts and one on Instagram combined have over 100,000 likes. That's more than Beyonce and Taylor Swift received in the Times during that same period.
Well, that's still less than cat videos and some guy who cleans carpets, but okay, I'll take it.
Boomers rock.
We need more stories of affordable housing and of creative people like myself.
The headline noted that Arlene paid $250 a month in rent when she first moved in 30 years ago. Somehow, and figure this one out, people think that she's still paying $250.
Oh, good grief.
Older rent-regulated apartments like the one Arlene lives in receive rent increases every year based on what the New York City Rent Guideline Board approves.
And there's not much turnover, which keeps the rent low. We could be here for at least an hour explaining all about the rules, how these laws work.
Google, people, Google.
People came from all over the world to comment.
Landlords, real estate agents, tenants, neighbors, Republicans, Democrats, boomers, millennials. What are those millennials? Mothers, fathers, grandparents.
Lots of men with cats.
From Walmart to the World Bank, people commented from everywhere.
And some just, well, you'll hear.
Arlene, like a champ, took on some of them.
I see this post more than I see my parents. I mean, how many times are y'all gonna post this?
I said the same thing.
If I lived in Manhattan, why would I ever want to leave?
She must be the 7th Friends.
White privilege.
Well, 70% of rent-regulated housing is comprised of people of color. Did you bother to look that up?
But how do you expect a landlord to be able to pay insurance, taxes, and repairs on $250?
Did you read the entire story?
No.
To live in a rent-stabilized apartment in Manhattan in a safe, good neighborhood is a miracle.
Damn right. You go, girl.
Another parasite.
You seem to have a growth on your neck. You may want to get that checked out.
Juvenile.
And trolling on Facebook is mature?
Housing is not a basic human right.
Imagine what you can do if you trick the government into getting someone else to pay your bills.
Now imagine what you can do with intelligence and critical thinking.
Half these people commenting against this article aren't even from New York City or don't have a clue about how it's changed over the last 30 years. I mean, that's just brilliant, y'all.
Jealous or complaining?
Had mine for 10 years. Not leaving unless it's by casket.
Without affordable rents, there wouldn't be anyone to make your coffee.
Oh, for the love of God. Good for her. Can't you people just be happy for her?
Wow, she's been living off the New York City taxpayers for 30 years.
She is a taxpayer. LOL.
Yeah, but she had to live in New York City the whole time. Ew, I'd rather pay full price and live somewhere clean and nice.
Coming from Houston, Pennsylvania, I'd be quiet.
For good or bad, she's stuck there until she's ready to pay 10 times or more than what she's paying right now.
That's right. She might never get to follow her dreams and move to Des Moines.
She drinks cheap coffee, too.
Must be nice to be a boomer.
You'll be here someday. Wait till people have something to say about you.
Every apartment in the world should be affordable, always.
A car salesman told me for somebody to get a great deal, 10 other people have to get screwed.
So who takes advice from a car salesman?
And she drinks good coffee.
Great story about a true New Yorker.
She's in New York City paying an unheard of amount of rent and has the front row to culture. For this amount, she could change the decor a little bit.
Why would she do that? It's incredible. I love it.
Feeling rooted in your home must be characteristic of us Arlenes. My husband and I have lived in our home for 47 years.
This is the New York dream. Congratulations on living your best life. What's her net worth anyway?
Well, as someone whose eyeglasses are the most valuable item in the apartment, well, not much.
Get a real job, not a hobby as your source of income.
Well, last I checked, writing is a real job.
Would she please adopt my young son? His payment is much more on the Upper West Side.
She's not stuck there. She chooses to stay there because it's the cheapest she's going to get.
But wouldn't owning a home with a 30-year mortgage leave one stuck for the same amount of time?
Dang, I wish it was me.
The hate on this thread is hilarious. If you don't want to live in New York City, you don't have to. Live and let live.
If a black woman did this, she would be shamed and described as a low-class welfare loser who cheats the system. Interesting.
This woman is also being described that way.
Her landlord will be throwing the wake when she passes.
She's the next Carrie Bradshaw.
I don't see it, but okay.
Leech.
It hurts to see other people living your dreams.
Yes, a win for the common person.
Great tasting coffee.
I'm guessing Miss Schulman is a spinster, has 4 cats, and retained the first dollar she ever made.
Wrong. I'm guessing you're sitting in front of the computer eating Little Debbie snack cakes and yelling at the TV.
Love this. This piece was so uplifting. Community is so important. I really hope that I find that too here in New York City.
Loser.
I see your photo. Enough said.
That's how she can afford that beautiful necklace.
$20. $20. Now it's up to $25 at the American Folk Art Museum in Manhattan.
Well, isn't that very nice for her?
So, she's been stealing from her neighbors for 30 years and feels no shame about it. There's a 100% chance she's a Democrat.
There's a 100% chance that I'm smarter than you are.
Can I come visit?
Prisoner of a cluttered space. Her apartment gives me anxiety. All that accumulated stuff.
And you didn't see the rest of the apartment. Lots more stuff to send you running.
Your place looks just like my mother's. I'll work it out in therapy.
She reminds me of Newman from Seinfeld.
Some people complaining that she's paying too little, acting like her paying more would somehow make them pay less.
That Woolworth basket is older than me.
Get out of your apartment. Somebody else needs it.
You know, I would think that someone who works for the World Bank would have a much more insightful view.
I love that she drinks Cafe Bustelo.
It pays to be old.
John Goodwin's looking great.
You're not much of a prize, but at least you took the time to read the story. God bless.
Amazing life and apartment. Timing and decision making is everything. Go, Arlene!
A story made for landlords watching many episodes of Law and Order. Hope the best for her.
Let's hear it for the boomers!
Go, boomers!
Out here booming, yay!
Yay!
Yay.